She says she's still all numb down there.
I am.
So it's really a pain in the ass to pee, and I laughed and I told her, oh, kind of like trying to eat after you go to the dentist, eh? So she wanted to go for a walk. Oh yeah, she's not supposed to lift over 10 pounds for like the next 3 days.
I'm not lifting over 10 pounds.
That's not over 10 pounds. Oh, damn kid. I have little Phoenix here. The one that got the sustain earlier. And earlier I thought about should take his temp. But she felt him, he felt normal. Well, he don't feel normal now. And he's
basically 103.
103, and earlier he might not have been high enough anyway. But you know, we're quite a few hours later. Hell, we're 10 hours later now. So he's, ow, his bony little neck.
Well, he is our littlest, Dad.
There, hi, you get to see me. She stuck her head in my way.
Sorry.
I've got him in the calf chute here.
One more, Bubba.
But his shoulders into my knees, and then they've got bones on the back of their skull that protrude a little bit into the back of my knees. And now she's going to give him a little paste because, you know, he got antibiotics in the gut. Now he's got antibiotics in the calf. And the paste will help his gut stay normal. So hopefully that's all we're going to do tonight. And I am going to gently let him go. But first I'm going to switch you around again. Okay, now she's going to keep him from backing up and hitting that, because sometimes I like to back up when you do this. I am gently going to go like that. And he's going to go see his mommy because she just came in.
No, that wasn't his mom.
Oh, it wasn't his mom? I thought you said it was. You lied to me.
No, I said a mama came up.
Oh. I thought you said his mama came up behind me.
Are you so mad at me, Bubba? Are you so mad at me?
Anyway,
Phoenix.
he don't look like he feels good, and I know he doesn't. He was bopping around this afternoon.
Well, and that
but,
sustain might have made him feel enough better.
His gut's not feeling well. The sustain made him feel better to bop around. But, yeah, aren't you proud? He got to pee. You have a hard time with that right now, but he just, no problem at all, just to going.
20 minutes to try to take a pee. That's asinine, okay?
Anyway, yeah, that was probably just enough to let him feel good for a little bit before whatever else has got him. Odds are it's navel infection. We didn't even bother to feel his navel because it was fine before and it doesn't look big. But what the bugs that get in the navel, what they'll do, they'll either, the cord will get big and hard, or at about his age, from a week to 2 weeks, usually it's around 2 weeks, it will go into a joint and you'll see them limping is usually how you find them. She's going to forget something, but who knows what.
Well, I'm still...
Oh, she's got the book. Get this written in the book before she forgets. What? Gosh, imagine that. It rained all night. We're just damn near half-inch of rain. Ty actually did a night check for me last night, so at least I got to stay in bed when I went to bed. And yeah, no new babies. I didn't see any looking down. I don't mean as in looking down like this, but any calves that looked like they didn't feel good this morning. Although there is one now that I kind of wonder about. I think someone retrieved last night. Right there against the wall. Oh, maybe his ears are up. I can't quite see that without the camera zoomed in. But I'm going to do a little searching today. See those white spots? Yeah. Gotta say that's some nasty calf shit. It ain't snow. I know that. Oh, I made the mistake. They heard me talking, so now they're coming in. I wasn't going to feed them for a little bit. I usually feed this barn when the dogs can get their breakfast too. But they're locked in the shop right now because I have no idea when Brooke is bringing Blakely out. Ty wasn't happy because Ty got her yesterday morning very early. And yeah, Brooke and Matt both work at the same place, but they're in different shops at the same place, and they don't work the exact same hours. So sometimes Brooke will drop Matt off. I mean, if she's coming out here, usually she'll drop Matt off, and then she'll come out and drop Blakely off, and then she goes back to work, and that gets Matt to work on time, and gets her to work on time. And I really should have dumped bags yesterday because, you know, saying it's supposed to be a nice day, but yeah, believe what you want to believe and believe it when I see it. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and feed and do the dogs later. Excuse me. Because they're locked in the shop, so they'll be quiet when Brooke gets there. I try to do the same one. I never know when Ty's going to show up either. I can actually feed the dogs, put some food in their pans, and when they come out, they'll come and eat. Maybe I'll just do it that way. So, I suppose we could have a little heifer talk first. Nah, they ain't even up here. So much for heifer talking. Well, I'm going to say that's timing. I went ahead and fed the dogs, filled my buckets, fed Iceman, and literally just got the buckets up here. And Brooke just snuck in. So, I don't have to worry about me waking anybody up over at the trailer. She's doing it. And one of these days I should catch him when I bring in his grain. He meets me at the gate. This morning he was busy scratching a net, so he's facing this way with his head turned clear back, scratching a net. I walked past him and I got half over and I said, "Hey buddy, you're going to miss out on breakfast. Jump in the air, come running over." And yeah, he seems to like his grain. I cut him back a little bit because he was getting a little on the loose side. Keep an eye on that. And yes, of course, heifer talk. Ladies, and of course, gentlemen, would you like breakfast? Yeah? Yeah, the big brat wants breakfast. How about Brent's brat? Do you want breakfast? Huh? Sapphire, would you like breakfast? Yeah? Okay. Ruby, do you want breakfast? Grumpy old lady, she says, just bring the food down here, buddy. Bring the food down, nobody will get hurt. Wally's right there. That'd be his head sticking up. Griping, he wants his grain. And last night after we feeded that calf, we were down at the end of that gate on the other side of it, Ty walks out and says, that light wasn't working again. Yeah, LED lights, when they go, they're kind of funky. So, changed it last night. Then she says, well, we only have one of the old squirrely bulbs in here, and she pointed to one of the two in that bottom section. And she pointed to the one over there, I guess. I said, no, because there's still one here. And I pointed out, that one. And what's the one over my head? Nothing. And I looked around, and I forgot that one still is. So there's, I don't know, a handful left in here anyway. Otherwise, everything in this barn, except for up at the high part in the middle, there's like, what do you call them? Yard lights, whatever. You got the two floodlights on a wheel. And one of them is actually a regular LED bulb like that. The others are still floodlights. Reason the one isn't, we didn't have any, and it happens to be the one, if I turn them on, it shines the other side of the refrigerator. And believe it or not, one of these LEDs in place of that works great. I mean, it isn't any worse than the old floodlights. I can show you that. As soon as I get rid of my buckets and I run into everything with them. Oh yeah, I can't forget this. Yeah, right there. And if we're looking over here, that lights it up so we can see. Okay, finish feeding. Then go see Blakely. Look, she's still alive. I think she's tired. She slept here where the cat is last night. Oh, and look, we even get to see Brooke this morning.
Or Dad's was, so I'm assuming his too. Hey.
And yes, Blakely's working on breakfast.
Look at now.
We've already talked. Huh? Blakely. Blakely. Hey. Ooh. Hey, ooh bucket.
Love you.
Oh, Mom. Not on camera. Mom. Really?
Love you.
Okay, I'll see you at 4:30.
Bye.
Later, Boogie.
Later.
You.
I think that's empty.
You don't eat it from the side.
Is it empty? Let's see.
She'll eat a couple of those. Get her going.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, now you got a tummy full?
I think there's a little bit more. Okay. Got it? Okay.
Ooh.
Kristen wants some
Yeah. She don't want Grandpa right now. She wants Chi-Chi, and Chi-Chi can't pick her up.
See, I can pick her up.
All she can do is give her lovies. 10-pound max for the next
3 days.
3 days.
Are you gonna run into Oma?
Boom.
Yeah!
Sticky butts!
Your backup paper ain't working.
I thought Oma was the back shield.
Better get that thing in the
When
shop.
you're ready, I'll pass
Yeah,
it.
of course. She's like,
I found the grass thieves. At least 5 of them there. One just walked through there after it came down on this side of the tree and got a drink. They're like, hey, what are you doing up there? I just thought I'd show you that. You know, being as I missed seeing them, getting them on video yesterday. And these girls are going crazy just because I'm coming to shut the light off. I think I got grain for them again, but I fed them quite a while ago. Huh. Yeah? No more lights, no more camera. This needs to get cleaned too. I had a hard time getting that bale in because it gets a hump like across right there. And I kept hitting that with the front of the tractor, and the tractor didn't want to go where I wanted it to go. Yeah. Maybe in a few days, Ty gets healed up, make her sit on the skid steer and do that. But I've really, really been hoping that those 3 in there would get done and out. So then we can clean that. At least get the outside clean. I ain't worried about cleaning in the barn, but get the concrete cleaned off and get the feeder crop that's in there out of there. Easier than leaving it till the end of summer and trying to chip it off. Looks as though I missed all the zoomies. It's fun watching big girl zoomies and mother-daughter pair there. Hi, Hopi. They were over here sparring through a pile of straw for about 5 minutes. But there, that looks better. Freaking camera's giving me fits. This thing up says close out. I don't want to close it on video. So anyway, that's as far down there as I'm going to get it. They'll scatter that down. Oh, they'll probably get it halfway down to the end on that side. This side, not so much, but there. Finally got that, so it's not such a icky mess to walk through. Worst thing was it was sticky. As you walk through it, it's kind of like walking through clay. Every step you take, your feet get bigger. What do you think, Ruby? Huh? Yeah? Old lady had a little fun, huh? And it's a good thing he stayed in there. He stood there watching them. He would have got run over. There he is. There's Truth. He comes out of his hideout. He's been out here for quite a while. Becky was all worried. Well, are they being nice to him? They're not beating up on him. That's a good thing, huh, buddy? Yeah. They know. Of course, it helps that there's not that she can be a little rough, but two older cows in here, or at least 2 cows, that helps. And they got little Hopi Dope in here, so they already got a little one, sort of. Actually, a couple, because she ain't very big either. But anyway, one of these days where it clouds over and it feels comfortable for a little bit, and the sun comes out and the humidity goes way up, and then the light coat is too much. Looky there, he can even reach the water in here as he tries to spit some of it across the barn. Huh, buddy? Yeah? Imagine that's when his tongue's flipping it back. Oh, anyway, there's your answer for him. And I'm going to shut you off for a second because I got to walk too close to the radio. Rearranged a little bit. I don't think I have time to get that bag put in the upright bin, but the other bag is empty. And that frickin' bin number 5, I thought it was empty. That's about half full. There was like a little over 2 5-gallon bucketfuls in it with some corn mixed in it, so it'd been in there a while. And at lunch, Becky was sure that Minnie was doing something. She even came down here and watched. Oh, she's got a string. She's laying here chewing her cud. Just like normal. But anyway, now I don't have to move everything out of here to get in here. I do got to get the lid back on that one yet and move a couple of things. Like all that junk. But yeah, make it a little nicer when I got to fill them again. And both of them ended up just like that. Good and full. Which is kind of what I figured. Both of them still had feed in them. They weren't empty. I could have got by till next week maybe. But I've been trying to do it this way. That way they're both full. And I still have the bag to go in the upright. Because eventually we'll slow down a little bit on this. Because when they all finally make it on pasture, literally they won't come back in the barn for 2 or 3 days once they first go out. Which means they won't get any grain for that long. And then after that, every time they change pastures, they won't. Yeah, I hear you. Every time they change pastures, they won't come back in for a little bit. And looks like they've still been into the diatomaceous. Looks like they might have not too much left in it. That's a good thing. So anyway, yeah, nobody doing nothing here except what she do, stands there and takes a big old crap. Huh, Minnie? Yeah, another mucus string. Tail going crazy and still doing nothing. Anybody's been paying attention, I think this is about a month and a half for her, just like that. Eventually, she's either going to have a calf or she's going to have an effluent. I don't know which. Guess we'll find out if a calf doesn't come out pretty soon. Next year she'll have an effluent. That time of night, I kind of had to coax Iceman back up into his pen. He thought he was going to get to eat with the girls. And I don't think it'd be a good idea. They'd beat him up. They've already done a good job of trashing that part of my job. Hi, Wally. 2 calves in there now. I was in there last night with Ty. There's a pipe in that bottom tube to slide over to keep them from going through. I opened it because that way they can at least find a way out. You got a girlfriend, Wally? No. At least he's not chasing 511C today. And That little girl's being a little whiny butt. But everybody looks good. Still haven't found. Ty says she thinks it's 1, 2, 3. I think. It's got the icky squirt butt. And gosh, like earlier, nothing going on here, but Minnie's out there at the water trough. I don't see nothing sticking out yet. So that's the day. And Mom had a phone appointment with oncology today. He's gonna. We talked before about a pill that's supposed to help shrink the tumor for like 1.5 years. That's about the max it'll do it. Then it doesn't do any good. I really, honestly, I don't know why he didn't prescribe it sooner, other than he was waiting for some lab tests, I think, to come back. But so he was going to get those sent out to her, and she'll have to go up to Interstate like once every 3 months, just so they can check on her. Supposed to go for a CAT scan or PET scan. I want them anyway. Check things out. And he wants MRI just to see if they can see if it's gone up from where it's at. So that's the story on that. You know, still no idea on longevity. He did actually say it's stage 4, so, but you know, beforehand they were talking high 3, but he said it's 4, so anyway, now you're up to date on that, everything I know anyway. And there was something else I was going to say, and I guess I had a brain fart and it blew out and it's gone. I don't know. Anyway, I would have got you a little more Blakely before she left, but Maury got done working early and he headed to where Ty was house sitting. And those people are supposed to be home tomorrow. It was going to be Saturday. I think they were going to be home, and now they're supposed to be home tomorrow. So, and she can't lift anything. Maury was going to get a little Blakely time, and Blakely was going to get a little Maury time. Wasn't going to be much because Brooke and Matt were supposed to get off work early, and they're not that far away from work. I mean, maybe 3 miles, if that. So, and then Ty and Maury are going to get the house cleaned up, and because there's dogs, and you know they've been gone a couple of weeks, so you know I know Ty's been trying to keep up on it, but you get that point, you just gotta clean everything good. So that's what's happening there. This is a long enough video now, right? Probably too long. See how many of you really get to the end. I tell you what my favorite color was, but half of you probably already know. Half of you might already know. I don't know. But you can tell me in the comments. Then I know you made it to the end, right? So, hey, hope y'all had a great Thursday. It's been a yo-yo with the weather today. It hasn't rained. But dang, 1 minute a light coat's almost not enough, and next minute no sleeves, and it's too damn hot. So, hey, give her a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, because maybe the right person subscribes. That old rip right there will finally have a calf. And hopefully it's a heifer. Need a replacement out of her. I don't think she's the best looking cow. Neither was her mother, but man, they both produced. And Ty really wants a heifer out of her. It's Ty's cow anyway. So with that, everybody has a great Friday. Thanks for watching.